Breaking news today. A Putin ally has charged the United States with being behind deadly attacks in Russia. On Friday, President Putin's powerful ally accused the United States and Ukraine of working together to assassinate two pro-war nationalists in Russia and launch cyberattacks against the country's most vital institutions in an effort to destabilize the country. Russian Security Council Secretary Nikolai Patrushev made the accusations, but Putin, who chairs the council, has not received an immediate response from the United States. At least one of the murders that Washington claimed to have committed was previously denied by him. Russia's invasion of Ukraine last year, which Moscow calls a special military operation, has led to accusations from Putin that the West is waging a proxy war to overthrow him and divide Russia's vast natural resources. Concerns over domestic security have been heightened in the wake of a drone attack on the Kremlin and a string of high-profile attacks and mysterious assassinations inside Russia, far from the front lines in Ukraine. Earlier this month, nationalist writer Zakhar Prilipin was injured in a car bombing, joining the ranks of Darya Dugina, the daughter of a prominent Russian nationalist, who was killed in a bombing in August. Pro-war blogger Vladlen Tatarsky, whose real name was Maxim Fomin, was killed in a bombing last month, and so on. Russia has also blamed the West for the explosions on the Nord Stream gas pipelines in September and has accused Ukraine of attacking the Crimean Bridge in October of last year. According to the state-run TASS news agency, Patrushev claimed that all of the attacks were planned and carried out with the coordination of the U.S. Special Services. According to TASS, Patrushev said, "The terrorist attacks committed in Russia are accompanied by an information campaign prepared in advance in Washington and London, designed to destabilize the socio-political situation, and to undermine the constitutional foundations and sovereignty of Russia. The United States and its allies, who have portrayed the invasion as an imperial land grab, claim that they support the invasion because they want Ukraine to defeat Russia." A request for comment on Patrushev's statements was met with silence from the State Department. According to an October New York Times report, U.S. intelligence agencies have concluded that elements of the Ukrainian government authorized the attack that killed Dugina. Increasing danger. The Kremlin claims the West is already at war with Russia, despite President Joe Biden's warning that a direct military confrontation between NATO and Russia would trigger World War III. Russia has accused the United States and Britain of sabotaging its Nord Stream pipelines, an accusation both countries have strongly refuted. Ukraine has always denied any involvement in the Crimean Bridge attack. U.S. involvement in the drone attack on the Kremlin was denied by Washington earlier this month. As a former Soviet spy who has known Putin since the 1970s, Patrushev is viewed as having significant influence on the Russian leader. He has accused the Anglo-Saxons of sabotaging Nord Stream in what he has called a terrorist attack. They say Patrushev's statements reveal the thinking of the highest Kremlin officials. Threats to critical and potentially hazardous facilities, including those posed by unmanned aerial vehicles, have increased significantly, according to Patrushev. He speculated that saboteurs from Ukraine living in Russia were plotting more attacks. Andrew Osborne and Alex Richardson, editors.